day. But whenever you see this broadcast, if you see it when it's uploaded or if you're able to make it live, but you go back to watch this, I hope you're having a very good day. I'm having a good day. It's not bad. It started a very rainy day today in Uganda. If you're not here, it was a very rainy day, and well, the rest of it ended up very hot. Yeah. Now, for the guys that are seeing this, you're seeing this channel for the very first time. I hope you've been able to visit the other videos. If not, go to the list of videos. There are some that have been live broadcasted, and others I simply uploaded videos that I did edit and put together. This channel is for people that are first-time car owners, second-time car owners, and those that feel that they need to educate themselves more about cars. Well, that's what this channel is about. And the channel ya muntu wa bulijjo. Yes, Nganze. My name is Arthur, for those that don't know me, and well, I help disseminate information to people that I know need it. I wish someone had told me the things that I tell people now. Hi Nicholas, thank you for being here. Yeah, the information that I wish other people actually were able to give me. And hi Chris Da Vinci, thank you for being here. Whenever you come here, give me a shout out. Yeah. So today we just bought a fielder. We bought a fielder. I should have used it as the cover of this video. One of my followers here came and we bought a fielder, 2006 model. And okay, in layman's language, hi Sam, hi Simon. Yeah, so it's a 2006 model, but for Tujita 2008 because there is a modification. So all cars that look that way, we call them a 2008. So we just bought a very good fielder, Toyota fielder. It was it's a UBF. It's in very good condition. He has bought it 23 million. Yeah, I'm hoping he's happy. He's as I drive home right now, because I'm driving home from making that purchase happen, and he's driving back home. I hope he's satisfied with this car. I was psyched. Guys, let me just make this clear. If you're going to buy a new car, it might be new from the bond or new from another person, buy a Toyota. I've been able to sit in Subarus, I've been able to sit in Golfs, I've been able to sit in Mercedes-Benz in new condition, like the condition of the fielder we have bought. And I can tell you one thing, that the only car that would actually beat Toyota in comfort would be the German cars, BMW, Benz, the Golfs. Even the Ford cannot beat Toyota with comfort. It's only the German cars that can actually beat Toyota in comfort. Well, I just sat in that field and I said I should make money. Like I said, a motor kempia binobiamuulira nga nkola broadcast live when I'm on a tarmac on a Maram Road, because I'm on the Maram Road. You people know the Chitezi Road. Let me just show you. This road is the road that goes from Mpererwe. It goes up to Chiti, a place called Chit for the guys that have not been there before. It goes through Chitezi and then to Chiti. And then I can use the same road to go up to Matunga, where I go. So no rugudo rubibibi. But bobovuge moroke area mpya, I call it new because it would be newer than mine. Bino byonna byonna byowulira ebikubagana mu moroke empya oba tobiwulira. So that's the road that I'm on. Ndimokozesa ka SC. First of all, of course, for my phone, sagale heating it up, but also for me because it's very hot right now. So that's the road I'm on, Chitezi Road. It's a very bad road, but on Saturday, Bombo Road has a lot of jam. So I normally use this route to try and avoid all that jam. Yeah, today started as a rainy day, but it's not a bad day, and I just wanted to share a few things. that's why I did this broadcast. Majority of people don't expect me to do a broadcast, but I decided to do it so that we share a few things here. First off, like I say, I share the things I've experienced. So today, I've had a totally different experience, and I think, of course, I did the review of the fielder that we just bought. The same fielder that I reviewed on my channel is the same fielder that we just bought. So it's a very nice car. Era naye atambulidde ka SC Nganzi. Of course, it's a young hey, model zamani, but surprisingly, it still has AC. But one thing I've noted, for starters, prices. You're welcome, Caroline. It's a long time, Caroline. It has been a long time since you came here. How are you? How are you? I hope you're good. So I've been to the market. I've seen cars. Of course, the new, what we call new on Ugandan roads, starting from UBA. That would be fairly new if someone was buying a car. Now I've been with Solomon, my mechanic, and remember the Delica I was. Oh, Carol, how is Germany? How is Germany? So you remember the Delica I was telling you about in the previous broadcasts? The Delica that a person, the gentleman bought, Nata enjoying. I think he bought it around 40 something million or 50, and he didn't even drive it. He sold it 5 million. So you guys, when I tell you, I've just got that news. He bought it around 50 million. He was told buy an Alphard or buy a Kawundo, and he said, I want to buy a car that is unique. You get? That's one thing you need to avoid, trying to buy a car because it's unique. You may end up regretting. So apparently when we agitated, he did not even drive it for a month. It started getting complications, and it went from garage to garage with the mechanics trying to figure out what's wrong with it, until he realized the motor kateja ulama. He sold it 5 million to those guys at 5 million. Imagine a car you buy 40 million and you sell it 5 million. You get? And even the person that bought it next just removed the Delica engine, put it aside, and he put in the Ipsum engine. So normally I want to share it. People would not share because, well, it doesn't benefit them when you get this real information. Right? Don't buy Delica. Someone was asking me about a Delica, I think 2 broadcasts ago, and I told him to leave the Delica. I was sharing that story. So right now I've just shared the story of the update on the Delica. It was a new Delica, about 2008 model, and the person that bought the Delica in the model that person wanted, the person that was inquiring wanted to buy, ended up selling it 5 million when he bought it about 40 million. So but I think it was more than 2010, because 40 million, that Delica would have to be new. But I saw it, guys. I saw it in one garage where they were fixing the engine. Then I saw it in another garage where they were fixing the wiring. Now that's the last I heard of it. So the updated story was that he sold it 5 million. Of course, the person that bought this Delica had a lot of money. So he obviously had more money. He sold 5 million, topped up, and bought a Kawundo. So that's why I tell you normally that if you see a car that the car is rare on the road, don't just buy it. You may be unlucky. Of course, there are those lucky people. If you see 2 or 3 versions of that car on the road, don't think that everyone is enjoying it. You get? So yeah, so that was the Delica. So the other thing I wanted to actually say, this is something I normally avoid, I forget, and today when we were interacting with the mechanic, I realized, okay, I need to share it today. If you're going to buy a car like mine, a Corolla, okay, let me put you to ugly roads so that you watch. If you're going to be buying a car like a Corolla, my Corolla here, if you're going to be buying like a Fielder, if you're going to be buying like a Kawundo, Harrier, all those cars that are front wheel drive. If you're going to buy a car that is front wheel drive in Uganda, avoid buying a 4-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive. Okay, because a car that is front-wheel drive already is not going to give you trouble anywhere, because it's already heavy in front. It will not give you trouble. Okay, so don't buy 4-wheel drive, because if you buy a 4-wheel drive when you don't need it, you're going to be, every time you maintain, you'll be maintaining 2 cars in one. What do I mean when I say you could be maintaining 2 cars in one? You see, when if I'm maintaining my car, if a car is front wheel drive, let me tell you this, if the car is front wheel drive, it has an entire system to drive the wheels, to give power to the front wheels. The back wheels are followers, so they don't have extra, they only have shock absorbers and like 2 bushes to keep them on the road. So normally you'll not have to give attention to the back tires if it's front wheel drive. However, rear wheel drives are normally, we normally recommend that you buy a 4-wheel drive, because rear wheel drive will normally give you trouble to drive. Okay, there is a lot of sun now up there. Let me turn this back to me. I know it's not a very pretty sight even with me, but I think it's quite better. So if you're going to buy a rear wheel drive, because it will give you trouble, I can't read that message. I'm going to read it when the sun is out of my eyes. So, but you should buy 4-wheel drive. And I'll tell you that maintaining a 4-wheel drive is more expensive than maintaining a 2-wheel drive. Okay, it's much more expensive than maintaining a 2-wheel drive. I've given you the scenario. If I have a front wheel drive, only 2 tires, the front tires or the front wheels, have the complicated system that needs to give the tires power to pull the car forward. But if it's 4-wheel drive or rear or all-wheel drive, it will, whenever you maintain, you're maintaining 2 sets of tires, because all the tires need a system that gives them, all the back tires, the front tires, they need the same system that powers the car to move forward. I hope you get what I'm saying. Let me show you something that happens normally in Uganda. You see those 2 taxis? The front taxi is not moving, you have foot dead. The front taxi is not, it doesn't have, the engine is dead, or the gearbox doesn't work, and the taxi that is behind is pushing the front taxi. I'm going to show you as I go past them. I'm going to show you. That's why I've turned the phone. You see, that's why they are even latching, because this guy behind needs a lot of power. Muziraba. The back taxi is pushing the front taxi. Yeah, that happens a lot with taxis. Sometimes it's out of fuel and they decide, let me give my friend 5k. I'm pushing it. How is hi Patrick from Busia. Thank you for watching. How is Busia? And then Simon is asking, how is the Fielder off-road? The Fielder is actually a very good car. You see, the Fielder is like my Corolla. It's one of the most reliable cars you'll ever buy. The Fielder is very reliable. Of course, the one we have bought is CVT, but CVT doesn't have a problem if you don't try to change the hydraulic system of the gearbox. Like I've told you guys, don't go to the petrol station and they tell you at any service your gearbox. Okay? Then you'll keep your CVT intact. Yeah, but there are also automatics, but the automatics end with like 2006 models. But today we are looking for a 2006 model, and we failed to find it. The real 2000, okay, what we call a 2006 model, okay? And we got what we call a 2008 model, okay? In actual sense, what we call a 2008 model is modified and manufactured up to 2008 model. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. So, but the Fielder is it's reliable. The Fielder is one of those reliable cars. It has a very high resale value. So the sun is back. The sun is back. I don't know how the view is. I can't even read your comments. I will ask how the view is for you. So you guys, it's a front wheel drive. Don't buy 4-wheel drive. It will give you hard time. The maintenance will be expensive. So if your car, or if the car you're going to buy is front wheel drive, buy two-wheel drive. Don't buy four-wheel drive, because you don't need four-wheel drive when your car is front wheel. You don't need it. The other cars that are reliable, if you're going to buy, you see that Land Cruiser, the Prado in front of us. Forget about the other sexy Prado. This one is not sexy, but it's the most reliable. It's more reliable than the other one. I'd actually think this one kind of has a higher resale value. It's just that the other one is sexier. If you're selling to a female person, to a female, they would buy the other one before they buy this one, because the other one kind of is sexy, has curves and all. Ipsum is a four-wheel drive. No. Ipsum is two-wheel drive. There are four-wheel drives, but don't buy it. Ipsum is a two-wheel drive. Always buy a two-wheel drive. You don't need four-wheel drive. Just know the Ipsum is a fighter. It will fight. So we just bought a fielder that is in very good condition. I'm happy. I'm finally happy. I wasn't rested until, normally when I'm helping one of my followers get a car, I'm not rested until we get a car in good condition, and I'm not rested until everything checks out. So and we found that the car had a outstanding receipt of about, it was 150. The person selling the car to us agreed he was going to pay the 150 for the police receipt. Yeah, and that is covered. It was in the new logbook. We called the person who owns the car currently the logbook owner, the logbook holder, and he told us that he's going to do transfer for us when we come and want to do the transfer. Yeah, so that's for me today. I'm settled that my friend has gotten a car that is in very good condition, and he's happy because we moved around and all the cars were being sold at 25, 26 million, but we got one at 23, and the condition was checking out very well. The car was still original. I'm going to read the comments when I get out of the sun. As you can see, the sun is also straight in my eyes. So you guys, I just thought I should come and share some of those things. If you see a car that the car is rare on the road, don't buy it. Someone was asking me, Nissan X-Trail, leave the Nissan X-Trail. Okuja Konga, you have your money. Like I told you, the Nissan X-Trail, I've seen a person before that had a lot of money. Which car did you go to get and at how much? Martha, we went to get a fielder. Yeah, and we got a fielder, which was a very good. When I normally when I help someone get a car, I want to give him a couple of months before he can share his experience. Why? Is when he drives it for a couple of months, he can know if the car is good or bad. He can know the bad side of the car and the good side, and then if he drives it for like 3 months, then I can go and he shares his experience. So the person we bought the Corsa for, he's still driving it and he's happy, and I told him, like, let's do 3 to 4 months and then you come and share your experience with the people here of the Corsa. I'll do the same thing with the fielder person, so that we don't share premature information only for him to come later and comment that I helped him get a bad car. So 3 months, I find that 3 months is the fair time for him to share how happy he is with the car. Yeah, so whenever you're buying a front wheel drive car, Ipsum, Corolla like mine, Fielder, Harrier, RAV4, if you can avoid a four-wheel drive car, avoid it, because maintenance for four-wheel drives is quite expensive. Yeah, and Martha, that Fielder is not expensive. Banang, we got a good deal, by the way. We got kind of, I would say, because as we were going to the bank to pay, someone else wanted the kanga yomba no kuyomba, and the guy was telling him zabaina sente bimpa, you get and yeah, so when you're buying, I can still help anyone that wants to buy. Of course, me, I'm not free, because the sagara kulunkanira sente, whereas some people will be papering to my client is the buyer, and the yansasudde okujja to make sure that I'm his guardian angel or her guardian angel. So that's what normally I do. Abantu abanewe bagamba these things check out, and I want to be sure that everything checks out. So that's what I do. I'm going to the gym today. njagala kukwatamu ko ku kyuma so that I feel I don't know, everyone has things that take their money, and I think for me gym is one of those things that take my money. Why? Because I want to be fit, I want to feel good when I put on my clothes, and one of the ways people feel good is if they know they look good. And fenga abasajja, I think one of the things that makes you look good is your body. Ojambala n'owulira nga omazeeyo. Yeah, so today Martha ipsa mutogule ya 4-wheel ojja kukyawa abantu. The 4-wheel drive car has gye propeller shaft, and that propeller can actually break down any time. And when it breaks down, propeller, it has a lot of parts in itself. Arthur, how long does it take to learn driving? Because I want to buy a car before learning how to. Martha, me, I can tell you that I drove my friend's taxi 2 times. Then I went to my auntie and got her chivina. Hey, I tell you that was manual. Okay, now I've got automatic. Automatic is very easy as long as you're careful. Ngato papa, get it? I know people that buy cars when they are not sure on the road, and they drive. You can learn in your own car. You just have to be very careful. Because Martha, when you come, get a friend of yours that has a car. Or you go to the driving school for like a week, then buy a car. A week in the driving school would be good for you. Then as this person is actually, I recommend that if you're going to buy a car in Kampala and you have not been here, or probably you want to buy now, if you have never gone to driving school and you don't have a permit, what I recommend you do is go to a driving school, okay? Pay for learning and driving permit, because those guys normally, as they teach you, they get you a learner's permit. And with that learner's permit, you can actually drive your car, even if you don't know that much. All you need to do is put an L, the letter L, a big letter L in front of the car, and a big letter L behind your car. The traffic police will not even disturb you. When they stop you, you just show them the learner's permit. They'll see the letter L in front, and the letter L in front and behind is to allow. Sorry, someone was calling me. And as long as Abe Mukono, Bachigudeko, 1 week I will. Yes, 1 week you can be driving, by the way. Then Navuga 2 times and I was driving manual. You know manual is hard. And I went to my auntie's car and it was manual. It was really hard for me because I had a driving permit. So that's what happens. Go to a driving school, pay them money, and the permit. They get your learner's permit. When you get your car, put an L in front, put an L behind. Wevuga. Okay? But when you have a learner's permit, it's recommended that you have a person that has a driving permit with you at all times. So if you have a friend that has a driving permit, Uganda just have a 10K whenever you're driving. And the driving permit will take a month for you to come out. And when you can drive in your Maram Road there in the village where there are no traffic officers. Just make sure you don't knock anyone. Of course, this video can be used against me in the courts of law that I'm encouraging people to drive when they don't know or before they get a permit. But I've not told anyone in anyone's name that why again or gay. This is something that is done normally and people know. Yeah, anyway, to make it easy, if you have a learner's permit, I disclaimer, if you have a learner's permit, drive in your chekomera at home. Yeah, so you guys, I still want to make this clear because I know that there are people that buy cars in Kasiri Nabo. You use the knowledge you have gotten on this channel and you go to buy a car. Don't buy cars that are rare on the road. One, because if you're a young person, you may come to a time and you want to upgrade. Okay, if you want to upgrade, then a more ketari common kukubo n'abantu baba tebajagala. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I recommend that you buy a car that is common on the road, because when it comes to time to sell, people know it and they will buy it easily. You get it? Yeah. So I've said what I came to say, by the way, unless you have questions for me. My gym is right here. I'll go into the gym. I'm still broadcasting, and yeah, we are in this village, by the way. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I try to be as realistic as possible. Yeah, so you guys, when you go to buy a car, togula. Don't buy a four-wheel drive if you're buying a front-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive is quite expensive to maintain. That's one thing you need to know. Okay, it's quite expensive to maintain. And don't buy a rear car. I've told you the story of computer misuse. Era, hi Joshua. You guys, do you have questions? Because if you don't have questions, it's time for me to go to gym. And I actually don't put, I normally don't put programs in gym time. Yeah, but the friend of mine that we just bought a car with is calling me as well. So you guys, I have to go. Kubate muina bibuzo. See? So Martha, Joanne, Joshua, let me see who's here. Asiku Patrick, Simon Ngonzi, Chris Da Vinci. Thank you very much for watching. It really means a lot. Hey, so for you guys, because it's much more affordable. So now I'm taking my full liter of water. So you guys, do you have questions or not? Hey, you come and drive. If I have time, you can come and I teach you manual. Yeah, so guys, I have to go. Maybe take the day. There were 2 points. Don't buy cars that are rare on the road because they jakumenya, even with maintenance. Now when it comes to time to sell, nobody will be willing to buy because they like the money. So you guys, thank you very much. Don't forget the marketing workshop that is happening 28th November to 3rd December. Yeah, it's very affordable. Tell your friends, tell your sisters, brothers about in Kampala. If you're not in Kampala and you can't attend or you don't need it, let them visit my website atachisemi.com/workshops. Hey, but what the workshop is about, and if they need it, yeah, I don't need a lot of people. I want only 25 people because I want to give everyone attention that is sufficient. So you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll do a broadcast at around 4. I have content planned for it. But either way, guys, have a very good evening. Have a very nice weekend. If you cannot make it as well, but I'll do a broadcast tomorrow starting 4. Yeah. What's not okay? I don't know what you mean, Martha. But probably the one thing I say that is not okay is you buying a credit compound and buying a four-wheel drive. Martha, kindly rephrase your question. Rephrase your question. Rephrase your question, Martha. Okay, guys, I have to go for now. I will see you tomorrow. Ciao.